Welcome back, South Africa. Welcome back to Almost News with Chester Mpheng. I, of course, am Chester Mpheng, a puppet of the TV show. And here's my sidekick, contrarian, and guy who's the cheapest political analyst that you can find on Gumtree. It's Mpheng Mpheng.
Hey, Chester. How are you doing? It must be a little bit sad for you right now. Everybody's excited for the elections, and you're just going to spend that day in a box.
Don't rub it in, dude. That's not kind. That's not kind. Just because I have voting problems.
Okay. Well, anyway, Chester, let's move on. Let's talk about the topical issues of the day.
Yeah, that's
a lot of people
literally your job description. I'm glad you said this guy. Oh, why don't I do my job? Okay.
A lot of people accuse the media of only focusing on the big three parties. And I'm not talking about Cubana, Taboo, and Kong. Okay?
Was that a party's joke?
Yeah.
Was that your party's joke?
All right, okay.
I get the better writers. That's a fact.
I meant the ANC, the DA, and the EFF.
Yep.
I'm sorry, IFP, but just like your leader, your time is done, okay?
No, wait, put the lazy jokes. Okay, you're very brave for a squishy guy from Kimberley. Calm down.
There are no taxi drivers in Kimberley, Chester, so I don't sweat it. Keep moving, let's go on.
Okay. What's your main point, Pumpkin? Keep it moving.
Do you know that there's 48 parties registered for this year's elections, Chester?
I do. I'm a political analyst. It's my job.
You're a puppet, not a political analyst.
Yeah.
Relax.
You're an IT guy.
You realize that's going to mean the ballot paper is 4 pages long.
Yeah.
Like the longest thing you've probably ever read in your life.
Yeah, I'm not a fact.
Right. What's pretty crazy is that in the last elections, there were only 29 parties entered, right?
What?
There were only 29 parties
Seriously?
entered, and only 13 of them managed to get enough votes to get into parliament.
What happened to the other 13?
Where do you think they went? I don't know, back to their houses, back to Limpopo, I don't know.
Limpopo. They're all from Limpopo, dude. That's incredible. That really is incredible. I mean, that's 4 pages long. Luckily, they got pictures so you'll be able to understand them.
Yeah. Do you know, it costs almost 600,000 rand to run for elections in every province, Chester?
That's a lot of money.
So I've got this theory, right?
Yeah.
I'm starting to think that the IEC is really just a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
It's a pyramid scheme to trick suckers like Cloudy and Jimmy Manyi out of their money.
No, wait. His name is Mzwanele. Just respect African culture. Don't colonize his name for him, please. If you're going to call him Jimmy, I'm going to start calling you Klein Boss.
Oh, respect African culture.
Please,
It was under the name Jimmy that he stole our money. Until he pays it back, I'm going to keep calling him Jimmy, okay?
No, not okay. Klein Boss. Political diversity is good for our democracy. We need lots of small parties. What is your problem with that? In fact, I think registering parties could be free. You could have a party, KBP, Klein Boss Party. White people will love you. You can vote for your one black friend.
Diversity is not always a good thing. Diversity is not like sperm cells, Chester. More of them is not necessarily a good thing, okay? We need to relax. I think we need to start voting maybe like an exclusive club. Maybe you need to be on the list or something to get it.
Okay, stop making it gross. The parties aren't like sperm cells. If you get coke on your shoe, it's... Okay, that's a gross example.
Don't you think it's quite funny that the Guptas have managed to get 4 of their parties in this year's elections? They got Andile's BLF.
Wow.
They got the EFF.
That's amazing.
They've obviously got Cloudy's ACM.
Yeah.
And obviously the big one, the ANC. Although I'm starting to think, maybe they're time-sharing it with Bosasa. I don't know how it works. I don't know what the arrangement is.
Klein Boss, the diversity is a thing. I mean, that's why we have diversity, so you don't have to vote for the Guptas or Bosasa. I mean, you really are a DSTV subscriber, the level of ignorance that you express when you talk about politics. Come on.
No, dude, what are you talking about, Chester? I mean, look at parties like Ahang, the UDM. Those parties are pretty much on their last legs. They have 4 members between them. I bet you Rampele doesn't even answer Ahang's phone calls anymore. I'm sure she's blocked them on WhatsApp.
Yeah, but come on, don't disrespect the General Holomisa. General Holomisa, who's UDM, says something in Parliament. He's an important voice in our democracy. He's a national military hero, and you're just a national douchebag. I think a little bit more respect for our political leaders, please. Thank you.
General Holomisa?
Yes, General Holomisa,
you mean
actually.
That guy who hasn't been in the military for more than 30 years? You realize that Colonel Sanders has more credibility than Guy Chester. Please, take it easy.
Okay, the general supporters are going to be really pissed, all 4 of them. Leave them alone, man. Get on with your point.
There's no TV in the Eastern Cape, Chester. We don't have to worry. They're never going to see this.
I can't handle Terry Lakota, he's a struggle hero.
I don't worry about Terra Lakota's supporters either, Chester. They only ever watch CakeNet. They're never going to be watching this.
What? Terry Lacote is a struggle hero, dude. Your only struggle is managing your freaking retirement portfolio, you sellout.
Jesus. Of course that's what I'm doing. Of course I'm managing my money. Aren't you?
What? I don't have any money.
Yeah,
I'm a puppet.
That's right. That's
Why do you
right.
think you get paid nothing?
Yeah. You know, have you heard about Patricia Dillow's new party, Good? I mean, how
Of course,
ridiculous is
of
that?
course.
I'm starting to think that it's just her own personal retirement plan. It's no kind of party at all. Anybody who follows her is a fool.
No, dude, Auntie Pat is a political icon. The only place you're an icon is being the only black guy in an Adam Katzavelos WhatsApp group. And I wish that was a joke, South Africa. That's
Look,
not actually a
hey,
joke.
I only had drinks with Adam once, okay? You know? I mean, come on. Don't hold that over my head. I didn't know. I didn't know.
This guy was... If you were any more of a sellout, you're like a guy who won't order Uber Black because it'll upset your white friends. Listen, man, what about the PAC and the ZAPO? Those parties have historical legacy. We should respect them.
You know, it really depresses me, Chester. You know, like the PSC and the ZAPO were right there at the beginning of the struggle for liberation. You know? Like, I know they're in trouble because when I went to Google to research for this article, Google said to me, why?
No, man, don't you can't do that. Listen, leave them alone. They're nice people. The ANC are alive. There's a struggle party, liberation party that hasn't lost it.
No. Who told you the ANC are alive? The ANC has been dead for a very long time, my friend.
No, dude.
They're the walking dead of
And the
political
IFP?
parties. They're the walking dead of political parties. and instead of brains, they eat money, okay?
Yes, that's why this guy got blamed. That's hilarious. Listen, man, you're probably voting for the Capitalist Party because you hate poor people and especially black ones.
No. The kind of poor people I hate the most are poor white people, Chester. Right? I mean, have you ever seen a poor white person?
No.
They look like they don't know how to cope with being poor. And I mean, I just can't have any sympathy for that, Chester. I mean, 400 years of colonialism and apartheid, and you're still broke? Pete, you need to get your act together.
No, I'm sorry, that's just prejudice. Poor white people, this is a rainbow nation, a nation about diversity. That was Mpheng Morobe. I'm sorry for what he just did. We will see you after the break.